All right. That was a struggle to get to 3 wins. Let's see if we can get to. Was that 3 wins or was that 4 wins? I think that was 3. I don't know. We'll find out after this game. Ugh. If we have a game. Okay, we found a game. Against Chevsky. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely keeping. Because we have a turn 1. We just have all the stuff. Like, everything is playable here. Double white. Well, let's go Sporeback Wolf. It has more attack power right now. There's the Ancestor. But we can, play this. And pass. Next turn, we could even flip the catapult fodder. Even if they put in an imprisonment on it. Which they do not. I feel like we need to flip this. Or B, go get Lumber Knot. I mean, how do we not just go get Lumber Knot here? Because that'll flip this. It'll do everything we want it to do. They could kind of attack with the Ancestor if they wanted, expecting like a double block. Okay, they're white-blue. That's fine. That is fine. If they're going to try to turn this into a race, as not a race they are going to win. Because here's 10 damage. Okay, I guess they could double block. Let's get rid of the Gutter Skulker. Because I mean, it is kind of annoying to keep the Kindly Ancestor there. Kind of kindly. But it'll be fine. We'll drop this Forest, the Flourishing Hunter. My thought behind that is they could play another thing. If they could make this unblockable, I don't care if they do that. Oh, they're Esper colors. Well, that makes things even more tricky, doesn't it? It's not like our opponent knows we're jumped. Okay, what is this? Heron-Blessed Geist. Okay, so we're not going to want to swing in with the Lumber Knot. But we can swing in with this, and it would be, Oh, hey. And it would just be... they can chump block this, or they can take 6. And then we have a Flourishing Hunter coming. And this is just getting crazy. They're attacking. What kind of tricks do you have? No blocks. I mean, I've got plenty of life. Path of Peril, that's what they've got. Okay. Alrighty, well... I'm gonna get that back. And probably our lumber knot. Drop that down, drop this down. I'm still gonna hold off on this. I'm gonna get the other red in case we get like Child of the Pact, because then we could get to a situation where we play Child of the Pact and can activate it in the same turn, because we're approaching 8 lands. So I don't have a reason not to do that. I have Path of Peril. It was kind of annoying. I wasn't expecting that. You can't really plan for board wipes like that. Binding Geist. I almost prefer that thing in the graveyard. Brian Comer. That's going to give them chump blockers. They're going to get chump blockers for days. I could really use Flame Blessed Bolt here. That is not Flame Blessed Bolt. Yeah, because they can just load this up and get chump blockers. Although... if we get our other catapult... I was thinking of bringing back the catapult fodder. Maybe I should have done the catapult fodder and the... because I could have done both of them. Yeah, maybe it should have been catapult fodder instead of the flourishing hunter. Yeah, there's Kindly Ancestor. Okay, this is becoming an issue. That I don't think helps us. At least not right now. If I... well, this is kind of a free attack anyways. I wouldn't mind that transforming. Like they can do that. I'm fine with that trade. I mean, they could even be a little bit silly and put the thing on there. I'm looking for not that. Oh, hey, we can actually do this now. If that's what we were inclined to do. Flame Blessed Bolt is kind of what we need for this, though. We can also just come crashing in. Yeah, now we really need that Flame Blessed Bolt. I'll resolve all that. Yeah, so they could even get silly and put their own Binding Geist on the thing. Okay. Are they going to trade this for 6 spirits? Or are they just going to chump block? Are they just going to chump block us into oblivion? Well, they're not going to trade 6... well, they're not going to trade 6 spirits for this. Okay. Question is, do I want to flip this? The answer is not yet. I know, wolf strategy. Like, of course. I want to see what our opponent is working with. Because I'm not super concerned about their board. Yeah, get rid of that. White! Are there 4 colors? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Well, if they don't cast something, this is now going to have trample. Am I okay with them trading 4 things? I think I am at this point. We just need to put some pressure on them. Because our opponent is... what they have on board is what they have. Okay, so they are going to trade 4 spirits. And they're going to go down to 3? Okay, no, they're not. They're going to trade that off, too. I'm fine with all this. Get those scary flyers out of here. Our opponent does not have any presence on board. I mean, they could cast the... they can do that. That's fine. They only have the other card they just drew. And if I want, I can even attack with... because I can point a discussion. Courier bat, if I could gain life... I'm gonna do this. They can't kill... I cannot kill everything. You are not triple blocking that. You are not serious. Opponent. I have a courier bat in my hand. You suck. Okay, whatever. Fine, go down to 1, and I make this. What are you gonna do? You're at 1 life, you've got 3 things coming at you. Yeah, you're gonna do that. Okay. I think after those big trades with the Lumberknot, we had the game wrapped up. You know, I kept calling for Flame Blessed Bolt there. We took that out. we took that out of our deck. We took that. Oh, holy crap! We're at 5 wins. We're at profitable draft territory. Do I want the second? You see, here's the other thing about, you know, limited versus constructed. Like, everything is like, very tight, but, like, constructed, you can playtest your deck hundreds of times, the same deck. Limited, at least as far as MTG Arena is concerned, limited, it's 3 strikes, you're out. We do not get to playtest this limited deck 100 times and make adjustments amongst our pool in that time span. I think given how late we are getting the red, I think it is correct to have this over the Flame Blast Bolt. I discarded our second red and then we drew the Child of the Pack immediately. That was ridiculous. Should just held on to that blood token. This deck has served us thus far. Let's keep it as is. I'm not going to put in the second discard spell, just because the first one has been performing nicely. Hey, we need 2 more wins. 2 more wins. Let's do it. I must say, this has turned into quite a formidable deck. We've got good amounts of life gain, especially when we gain 13 life in 1 shot. That can help us stave off, like, damage we take in the early game from aggro decks and people spamming out their removal and swinging at us. We've seen that. It can, we can just kind of have a game over to our opponents without even having to attack them. We've done that plenty of times. And we have, it's taking a long time to match opponents. It must be because we're getting higher up. I know the matchmaker here is like trying to match us against other opponents that have like the same record or close to the same record as us. Other 5-win opponents. And then that ended up, again, I don't know why Arena does that with, taking a long time to make a match, makes a match, and then it's suddenly a draw. I don't get that. What happened to the top of the screen? Yee cam. Okay. I go first. This is fine. I think, though, since we don't have a 2-drop, I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna get our red here. Because this is kind of meant to get our red. And let's see what our opponent has going on. I'm sure they do have a 2-drop. They have Celebrants, Weaver of Blossoms, this Child of the Pack. Okay. Scary stuff. Scary, scary stuff. But we are on the play. So we're actually going to be able to attack profitably into this. And we've got Flourishing Hunter coming. I know they're thinking of doing this next. Or that. That's a valid play. I could just play the Flourishing Hunter here. These two out together doesn't seem to do as much right now. Let's do that. Do I want to trade? I don't have much else for the fighting, the high toughness going on with this current hand, so yeah, we can make that trade. Because I know they have a 2/5 coming that's just going to wall our Lumber Knot. They can also do that. I'm not expecting anything to die here, but I mean, we'll do that. Just smash in and play stuff. Okay, opponent, what do you got? If we gain life, we can also courier back and bring back that. Sporeback Wolf. How do I gain life this turn? I can just send in the thing. That seems like a waste, though. I don't think I want this flipping. Is it a waste? Because then I come in with a 4/4 next turn. Yeah, I think it is a waste. We should just make them have to do stuff. I'll save the Courier Bat. Because we do have a way to gain life on board. Or they can do that, so that's a relevant play. So we don't have a way to gain life. Now that thing could start to outpace us. Unhallowed Phalanx. Yeah, we'll do that. Now if I just get the catapult guy, we can just win. I don't really want to trade this for one of their things. That's not really profitable for us. They can start pumping out 2/2 tokens. But if we get catapult fodder, it's just not going to matter. Or if we get a way to return the lumber knot. AKA my desperate farmer. Oh, hi. Let's threaten to win the game. Catapult fodder. Okay, opponent, you are on a 2-turn clock to do something. And you're gonna have to do more than that. Although that is kind of annoying. Flourishing Hunter. Oh, crap. Okay, well, that is, that's relevant. Okay, so this transforms. I can't punch through, though. That's the problem. But now I can sack, you know, like sack this. So they have extended their life total by a little bit. Sharpshooter, that's fine. Pointed discussion. I need blood tokens, don't I, if I want to flip that. And I kind of do want to flip that, because then I can, you know, activate my courier bat. Oh, hey, a desperate farmer. But right now, we're kind of threatening to just win on the next turn. So we're going to hold off again. Yup. Our opponent is also threatening to try and win. So we have to be very careful here. We have to be careful not to lose the catapult captain. Didn't want to see a Brambleworm. Because that gains you 5. Hitting you down by 19 now is not enough to win. I can't just start sacking stuff either. Although I kind of need to. If I sack the... Thinking, how do I win? I do need to start sacking stuff here, though. But they will start coming in. I think we're gonna sack this. And here's this. That's a nice thing to have. Cannot go attacking, and hopefully our opponent cannot kill us. Because if they can't, and they can't gain life, just don't gain life, don't kill this thing, don't kill any of my stuff. They have a lot of extra draws here. Using black. Did the music get doubled? I swear there's like 2 tracks of this music playing at once. They're down to 3 mana, so... Oh, here we go. I have to survive this. 2 blockers. I want to block where this isn't going to die. It's not going to die to a Sure Strike, and it's not going to die to that. Okay, this... And this can block that. This can block... What's the next biggest thing? That? And then... Oh, I did not play my Desperate Farmer, that's right. Trade with Wolves. 6-10. Part of me feels like this could just be a desperate attack. I can activate the catapult fodder. And I think we've blocked enough damage because we've got 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 8 plus 6 coming through. Only 14 was coming through. Whew. And then our opponent saw what we were trying to do with the double sacrifice there, and saw that we could pull it off, and just assumed we were competent. Never assume your opponent is that competent. Make them beat you, because they might misplay it. Though you got to think, you know, someone that's playing this deck knows these lines of play and how it's going to operate. This is a keepable hand. This is a keepable hand. I'm going to lead out with the Bloodseeker into Desperate Farmer, just because we don't have a third thing to... Never mind. Just, why do I bother talking sometimes? I mean, we're going to lead out to this, to Catapult Fodder. There's our other Desperate Farmer. Well, that could be bad. I mean, it's not going to train anything, but it could be bad. Oh, I don't have attacks here. Next turn, we can still only play one thing, so it may as well be the Catapult Fodder because we can get that transformed. Shield Basher, we can block that. Dig Up, that can just win us the game. Sorta, kinda. We're gonna have issues, though. Do I go attacking here? I don't think I do. Because I can kill that. Oh no, my poor catapult captain. That was really good of them. We're in trouble now. That's a 5-2 that's going to be indestructible. We are not blocking that. In no realm are we blocking that. And Spore Crawler, okay. Well, they're done, though. Unless they draw stuff. So I could do this and kind of stop their attacking. I can double Desperate Farmer. Neither of those seems awful. Honestly, I like getting these 6/6 out there first, because that is just going to kind of wall their board. Oh, and I gain life, so I get to do a thing. Yeah. I did a thing. That is not enough. I mean, I know you don't have tricks, so... That thing flips, so they have another 5/5. Ooh. We have this. And we could actually double spell here. Cast our Maid of Dishonor. And do this. I'm okay with double spelling here. And I'm going to transform this thing. Because this can also just give us an avenue. Don't want to attack yet. Red mana. There's a paladin. Oh gosh. That is gross. 6/5. How do we want to stop that? I mean, it takes the Flourishing Hunter. I mean, what the heck else am I doing with it? They've got so much against us right now. We can flip that Desperate Farmer. Or we could also potentially double flip Desperate Farmers. I don't like that, but it gets their thing off. There's that. Okay. Dig Up gets us a Catapult Fodder. That we could kind of go swinging with. But only kind of. We're going to end up losing something, is the thing. We kind of need to get this out here. So let's do that. We could have a turn that's kind of rough, because if I swing in, it's just going to trade. I don't want to trade that for that. This would trade for multiple things, but it blocks. So let's stick with that. Dormant Grove. Oh gosh. Oh, that is awful. Okay, we got to kill them quickly now. 6/3. Well, there's no blocks here. We've got to start getting aggressive. And that thing can also grant trample. So we have to dig up. We could dig up Bleed Dry. Lumber Knot? I don't feel like getting aggressive is quite the answer. We could go Catapult Fodder. The fodder can let us sack. That's 13. That brings them to 11. Maybe the answer is Lumber Knot. Maybe the answer is Lumber Knot here. Do I offer? I think I offer this. I think I offer that now. Do I offer this for that? I'd be okay here. I have this to block this all day for at least a while. I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, they're not blocking. Okay. Lumber Knot comes out, and then this thing can start putting pressure, but it doesn't have trample, and they've got gains trample and lifelink. Yup, they're doing that. So this thing is really going to have to stay back. Oh, that Dormant Grove is going to win them this game. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, if I gain life, I can return a thing. I can return a flourishing hunter. Interesting. Very interesting. If I could even play the Desperate Farmer and do that, but I like this. They don't know I have a courier bat coming. They're gonna find out soon. Okay. I didn't want to take 13 there, really. Courier bat. I did double spell there, so it goes back to being daytime. That's okay. Oh, the tapper. That's okay here. I mean, they're throwing out chump blockers at this point. I've got chump blockers myself. But I have a 13/13 that's going to be coming in every turn. Ooh. They passed. Oh, wasn't I supposed to play the Flourishing Hunter there? 5, 11. They could kill our Phalanx if they wanted. But they would lose a lot of stuff to do it. And we still have a Blood Fountain in the deck. And another Phalanx somewhere. So I think I am comfortable doing that. And let's get some chip damage here in the air. Or if they want to do that. I mean, this can go just kind of multiple ways. I'm doing that so that I can activate this and make them lose life. Because this is getting insane. I don't really have anything I want them to lose, though. 7/5. And it is indestructible. Okay. I'm okay losing that. Let's activate that. Because now that flips. And it is night. Before we go attacking, let's do this. And gain 13. They could have a Fierce Retribution here, but we cannot play around that. They do not. Since we gain life, we get a blood token. Problem is they can keep doing that. And they've got Dormant Grove. No point in blocking. I have a lot of relevant draws, though. Let's see if we can find any. These are not the relevant draws I was looking for. Oh, that's a blocker. Do I go in with the Hunter? I don't think I'd do that yet. Okay. Well, going in with the hunter, they would have to trade 2. I guess let's do that, because it's not going to block. Let's just not. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm deciding how to block, and they're not blocking. I'm gonna do this, actually. Because I can sack this. Hahaha. That's good. That is good. Because now I have another one of those. And if they're having trouble with one 13-13 attacker, how are they going to handle 2? Although this is getting a little bit out of control. And yeah, I know you're going to pay the 1 because you don't want to lose that. I'd kind of rather have a thing. Do I need to use the blood token here? Not really. I can save it to sack to Anje. Let's go attacking. They might have found a Now this they could end up double blocking and just kind of killing, so I don't have a good attack with that. Or do I? Because they have to block that. And because they have to block that, or they don't have to block it if this guy could just get creamed. Let's just do this. Okay. And I'm going to play a land here. And I'm going to sack that blood token. Because that pings them. And we get another blood token. We gain some life. We're doing this. This is very rough. But 2 13-13 attackers. Like, you can do that. I take 9, I go down to 8. Or I take 10. Oh, this could be their big... Not their big hurrah. This is now another blocker. Oh, that is so ridiculous. I'll take 10. They'll gain. Question is, can I swing with both of those? The answer is, I'm not sure. I know I can sack the blood token, make them lose 2, I gain 2. I might actually need one of these to block now. Oh yeah, that crap has vigilance. Yeah, I definitely need one to block. At least for this turn. And I can also activate this. When they lose 2, I gain 2. Now they're going to start regaining tons of life because it'll have vigilance. That's rough, but I can't do much about that. But I gotta stop them from killing me with all this. We just need bleed dry now. Bleed dry probably on that dumb thing. Oh gosh. So what is this? Whenever you play a land or cast a creature, you get a 1/1 human creature token. I bet you do. You know what? We gotta find bleed dry. Because we find it, we can swing with both of those. Not bleed dry, not bleed dry. Do I need to play the Sporeback Wolf? Kind of. Sort of. 5. That leaves me with enough to... And that in the air, that is all I can attack with. I have 18, I have 12. I have a blue dry somewhere. Wow, they just took that 13. Are they planning on... I guess they're planning on getting more chump blockers. Man, I needed... Did I have Massive Might in the sideboard? Oh, yuck. Yep, you're gonna resolve all that. Yeah, the only way you're staying alive is this nonsense. It's not like I don't have nonsense, okay? We're not going to pretend that I'm playing very fairly either. Huh. I could just be like, what's in your hand, opponent? I mean, if they had a Fierce Retribution, they'd be slamming that down, so... Gets rid of their last creature. And I can activate that and get myself a blood token. Which, you know, I don't have anything better to do. Problem is, they have that silly gain 10 life, indestructible every turn. And if I could just get rid of that... Like I said, I need bleed dry. Bleed dry and this nonsense ends. Okay, what are we doing here? Again, just that. And they've got so much of a ground board that I can't just swing with both and expect to really get... I mean, why not? Does that give all of my stuff trample? No, just +1/+. Darn it! I wish that gave everything trample. they can just block way too much of our stuff. And that thing giving everything vigilance isn't helping either, because that stopped anything else from coming in, because, you know, they have a 10-8. Oh, that's not better. That is very much not better. I really need that bleed dry now. I mean, now I may as well attack with both of them, because it'll just get tapped down otherwise. I guess. Even if that can attack, it still can't attack into that, so I'll throw that under the bus to regain some health. I'm gonna go digging. This Ragged Recluse is not the card at this point. Okay. What do I have? I don't have... No, that was taken by the stupid... But I can do this. And I can still... Come on, bleed dry. I know you're still in the... Thank you! Thank you! Get this crap out of here! Okay, it is on! Good game. Indeed. I still need to be somewhat careful. Because now we can really pressure them. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, it is back to daytime. There's another distracting, guys. That's fine. I have 6 draws to win this. And I'm going to try and gum up the board, but I can just, like, do this as well. So I have a... There's your death sentence. Now you've got 1 turn. And I don't care if I have to attack or not. Do that so I get a blood token. Homeboy flips. I mean, I can technically... can kind of come in with that. I don't really need to. I get a blood token. And yeah, you will lose to the big butts. Whew, well. I mean, we did it. We did it. We got to 7 wins. Winter, one blessing. We went all the way. With this deck deserves another look. Oh, we did have Massive Might. We could go trampling through with our 13-13s. That wouldn't have been bad to put in here. So, obviously, all-star cards being, you know, Unhallowed Phalanx with 2 of these and our Lumberknot. Child of Pact, the couple times we got it, it was okay. I mean, it's another, like, big threat that we're splashing red for. Reasonable splashes. If we didn't have the red splash, we'd probably be playing the Massive Might and the 3rd Phalanx. If I'm being honest. I was kind of impressed with this card. It hit something every time. And in the game, since we only had 4 2-mana cards, remember the rule I discussed in my analysis video back in Kaldheim. It's either exactly 5 2-mana or less creatures, or 4 and at least 2 cheap removal spells. Well, we had a cheap removal spell, and we had this, which could kind of it gave us information as well on our opponent. So I was kind of happy running that. Blood Fountain, always an all-star. Dig Up was actually an all-star in this deck too, letting us tutor for our single lumber knot or catapult fodder. I think we grabbed one time, and it helped us get to our winning ways better. Okay, I know this has been a really long episode. We're going to claim our prizes and we're going to open our packs. That was great. Actually, hang on, I got to check my mastery. I didn't level this up, did I? No, I didn't. I'm still a little ways off. Whew. Well, after having several drafts that just weren't going the greatest, this kind of makes up for it. Kind of makes up for it. There's a mythic rare wild card. I've got a lot of these now. I know I can make the deck I want to make for standard and show that off next, but I want to just open some of the cards, you know? I don't want to use rare wild cards, and we're still drafting this set. Hence all of my pack opening. Plus, it's fun to open packs. It's not fun when you're not getting the stuff you want, though. And the Mirror Hall Mimic. Okay. For the record, the cards I'm looking for are Edgar Markov. I do need another one of those, and... Is it just another one of those? It could be, because I got the 4th white-black dual land. Okay, well, anyways, with that, this has been a long episode, so I'll see you guys next time.